Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Red, 60, orange. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And right away, he lost the football. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up and avoids the turnover.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Getting the defensive back on his heels. Break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Joe Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. In for the score. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Open man is Ross, complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Set. Go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds Taylor, complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
To number 23. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the locker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check 99, check 99, check 13, check 13. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And that's caught inside. Plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and
So the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Big series right here. Check out 3.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yellow. 180. Respecting yellow.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Yellow. 180. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Hatch it. 15.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Taylor. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Mahomes now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Taylor. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Need something after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Charles, we saw a lot of points